So Dak Prescott, 9 out of 10 weeks, and so his first 9 out of 10 weeks is going to stun you. In 2021, he was QB5. 9 out of the first 10 weeks. However, as the season ended, he had 5 finishes of QB 20 or worse. So it doesn't help when I'm saying he's the number 7 quarterback, but I do think he bounces back. Lamb is now the clear number 1. Bringing back Gallup, having Zeke and Pollard as that 1-2 punch, running the ball a little bit more. He's more than capable of putting up big numbers. So Dak for me at number 7. So right now, Dak is ahead of, for me, he's ahead of Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers, and I forgot my 10. Jalen Hurts. Who you got at 7?
Aaron Rodgers.
All right.
So it's not
terrible.
No.
Yeah, I'm struggling what you're raking.
No. I mean, I don't have him in the top 3. But it's just the same reason as you. You don't know what wide receivers are. You should be spending all your time you can at an island somewhere, freaking gaining reps and everything.
Seriously.
Instead of pouting in your house.
Seriously, if Don is listening to this show too, which I'm sure at one point he will be, I hope he plays this back, because I guarantee you, if Don brought up his list, he would have his top 3 would be Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, yeah, Rodgers is good as any, and
he's gonna throw it to himself.
Yeah, exactly. So Don, if you're hearing this, I got Rodgers at 9, and you got him at 7.
Yep.
Right on, man. Who you got at number 6?
I have Tua.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy that is a reach and a half. I'm gonna have to
I was kind of torn, because I was like, do I put him in the top 10?
First of all, putting him in the top 10 is bold. But putting him in your top 6?
Hey.
Are you a Dolphins fan, like secretly? Like
No.
deep down you're just rooting for them?
No. Tyreek Hill fan, man. Kansas City.
I get that they have weapons. Is that pretty much what led you to putting him there?
I know we can't throw the ball, but
I just want to let you know you do need that in order to be like a top 10 quarterback in the league. Throwing is a part of the job.
Hey, he can run. He can do everything. I mean, he's going to surprise a lot of people.
I think he'll surprise people. I think he will have good games.
Especially with the new head coach.
I don't think he'll be... Yeah, and so I'm glad you brought that up, because Mike Daniels, he's a sperm off of Kyle Shanahan's system, which means it's going to be a lot of running and not so much passing. So that's why they bring in like 18 running backs right now. But they did bring in Hill. They do have Jalen. They do have Gesicki. That offense secretly underground could be deep and really freaking good. I just don't see him as a top 10 fantasy quarterback. If that pays out, though, I'm going to owe you some money, because that's going to be fucking bold. Number 6 for me was Justin Herbert. Top 3 in 2021. I think his production is going to fall a little bit. And this is my logic around Justin Herbert. They added so many defensive pieces to that team. I see that team as a team that gets up early and then starts running the ball, and it won't even surprise me if there's games where he gets yanked, because they're so elite on offense and defensively on paper. If that performs to the production on the field, he's going to have a lot of fourth quarters where he probably gets pulled. And that's going to piss a lot of fantasy owners up. So that's the only reason why I didn't have him higher, and that's why he's my number 6 quarterback. I'll lead at number 5. So number 5 for me was Kyler Murray. You mentioned the 24 passing touchdowns, but he also had injuries. He missed 3 games. When he was healthy against Chicago, he wasn't 100%, and he still had like his best fantasy production. Needs to definitely overcome 5 rushing touchdowns. That shit needs to be better. But no Chase Edmonds. Bringing back James Conner will definitely take a little bit of off of his plate there. I do like the Hollywood Brown pickup, because I think they knew about DeAndre Hopkins and all that shit. So Kyler Murray for me goes number 5 as the 5th best fantasy quarterback this year. And who do you got at number 5?
Number 5, I have... What do I have number 5? Oh.
You going to surprise people with this one too?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Number 5.
Could be it, man. He could be really good. Could be really good. He's got all the weapons. Who's your 4?
Herbert.
Herbert. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're kind of getting now to where we're going to be same names, different places, right? 4 for me, I put Mahomes at 4. Okay, and mainly just because losing Hill, pretty much only has Kelsey. I get Schuster's there, but he's got chronic knee issues. MVS, you don't really know what you're getting out of him. And for the love of God, if CEH doesn't show up this year, it's a make or break year for him. And then there were struggles last year with Patrick. I mean, we were talking about his accuracy for like 3-4 weeks last year. So I just think it's going to be tougher to produce, especially in that division where everybody else got better. And defense has definitely got better in that division. So I'm going to say Patrick Mahomes, number 4. And can I say why people are picking this fucker so damn early? The only reason that they're picking people early, or people are picking Patrick Mahomes round 1, is because of his name. They either had him 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, he's a clear consensus number 1 quarterback each and every year. I'm going to take him. And Josh Allen will be that quarterback this year, where everybody will reach in the first round if he's there, and they'll pull that trigger because they think getting 27 to 33 points and occasionally a couple of good 40 games from a quarterback is good value. I think getting a quarterback in the later rounds and filling out the rest of your roster is better value. That's my opinion. But what do I know? I only won 8 out of 14 leagues last year, and I don't know much. So, who's your number 3? Oh wait, did you tell me 4?
Yeah, Herbert.
Oh, gotcha. Who's 3?
Mahomes.
Okay.
And that hurt me being a Chiefs fan, but I think, I know he gained MVS and he gained Juju, but I think losing Tyreek is going to have a little bit of a effect on him. And like you said, last year he had accuracy issues, and it's just, I don't know.
He's not the Patrick Mahomes of like a couple of years back.
No.
I agree with you 100%. Number 3 for you was Patrick Mahomes. Number 3 for me is your boy Lamar. I just think this is a really good comeback year for Lamar. So 24.5 points per game in 2021. Definitely missed some games. I get it. They pretty much only got Andrews, but they do have Rashad Bateman that no one's even talking about. Very run heavy offense, very unique offense. Gonna have their weapons back. Listen, one man's trash is another man's wife. And that's what Lamar Jackson is going to be for a lot of people this year. So he only had 2 100 rushing games last year, but I think this year he'll easily outperform that. So number 2, I got TB12. And if you don't have TB12 in your top 10, I'm going to be super upset. I think this is. I'm calling it now on 5/20/22. He will be the MVP of the league. He will lead the league in yards. He will lead the league in passing touchdowns. It's his final hurrah at age 45, going to be 46. He's motivated. He's hydrated. He's got the best wide receivers with Godwin, Evans, Gronk if he ends up playing. Bringing in Russell Gage. You got good Lenny coming back as well. Like that team's going to be elite. So Tom Brady, number 2, fade or follow.
I have TB12, number 2.
That's what I like to hear. And I know we're on the same page on number 1. So you tell me why Josh Allen is number 1.
What he did. Look what he did last year and this year, and now he's friggin'. Yeah, he may have lost to Dayball, but I mean, he put on at least 50 pounds of muscle.
All in his fucking thighs.
That's gonna friggin' help him. Good luck trying to tackle him. When he starts running. Yeah,
he's going to be the freaking Cam Newton, but better. So, all right. So, that rounds out the quarterbacks. I'm going to lead it with the running backs, and I can't wait to see who you have in your top 10 because I think I'm going to surprise you in my top 10. Number 10, Cam Akers. I get it. He's coming back from a torn ACL, torn Achilles. That's your boy from Florida State. I'm saying he's going to have 270, 280 attempts, 1,400 yards. Rams can't be that high-powered offense and expect to win games. They lost 6 starters. You don't know what's going on with Odell. They did bring in Allen Robinson, but I still think Cam Akers is going to have a breakout year, so I'm going to say Cam Akers number 10.
Okay. Number 10 for me?
Yep.
I was going to surprise you because the reason why I'm saying this guy's last couple of years he's been hurt. He's don't know what you're gonna get from him year in year out because I don't think the team knows how to use him correctly. McCaffrey.
You have CMC all the way down at 10. Is it just because of his injury history?
Injury history, and I don't think Rule knows how to use him correctly.
I agree on that last piece. I think Rule definitely isn't a make it or break it year.
I think he'd be better off. I know it's not going to happen, and don't shoot me on this, but put him in a slot.
Do something with him.
Yeah.
Give him an opportunity for sure. Yeah, I definitely don't disagree. I don't have him like that, but I do have.
Oh, I know. It's just personal things. Like he's been just hurt, and I hate to see it because he's good talent. It's just I have a sneaky feeling he's gonna get hurt like week 1.
You got to put him on a cracker, dude. Yeah, no, I know. It's hard to take a guy that's so injury prone. I can tell you I don't have Saquon Barkley in my top 10.
I don't either.
Because of the injury history. It's just so hard. When guys continue to burn you,
yeah,
it's so hard to rank them. So CMC also fell on my board, but I think when he's been healthy, the production he's gotten is second to none. He is clearly the best back in the league. The problem with that is what you said last, which was Matt Rule has no idea how to manage his time, and he's playing too much. And then when he is playing too much, he's getting worn out way too fast. So number 9 for me, Elijah Mitchell, which is probably going to surprise most people. So Cam Akers at 10, Elijah Mitchell at 9. Losing Raheem Mostert to Miami, I think this is a kid that's going to get the ball 20-plus times like he did in the final 5 games last year. Did have some injuries, but I think he's a breakout waiting to happen. Trey Lance could take some production away, but again, this is a very super heavy running team, so he's definitely going to get the rock. And you got number 9 coming to you.
I know he had a good year last year as a rookie. I had him on my fantasy team. He set a lot for me when Derrick Henry went down. Because yes, I had Derrick Henry as my RB1, and then I got screwed. But I had Javonte Williams.
Okay, I do have Williams in my top 10, but I don't have him there.
I think he's going to be number 9 because not saying he's not good, but with Gordon coming back,
yep,
it's going to take some touches away from him. Now, if Gordon didn't come back, I'd have him higher. I just think that, especially with Russell Wilson, I know he was in my top 10 quarterback, but just think what he did with Carson up in Seattle. And I think he's going to be, I hope I'm wrong, he'll probably surprise me, but that's why I have a 9.
All right, and number 7. Or excuse me, my number 8. Are we on 8? Who do you have at 8? Who do you have at 8?
I didn't do 8 yet. I did 9.
Yeah, no.
Who do I have 8?
Yeah.
I have Eckler.
Okay, all right. So so far, consistent formula. Just you have guys higher down the list than I do. So why is he dropping so low? He was the number 2 back in the league last year. So why is he drop?
He's just not. He's getting older, like you said earlier. He's a year older. He was hurt. He gets hurt along not as much as others, Saquon, CMC, and all that. But I just don't like. Either they're going to be ahead a lot, they're going to be down, and once Herbert starts throwing the ball, Eckler is not going to. Yeah, he's going to get a couple. I think he had over 600 yards receiving last year, but I don't know. I got just other running backs higher. And I'm probably going to surprise you in my top 3, but
I can't wait. So number 8 for me is Javonte Williams. One crack at. I mean, listen, the one game where he got